How's it, everybody? My name is Mohotjie, and this is the RUNMODE Podcast. I'm rolling with Madisha. Mr. Madisha, man.
Yes, my man.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fine.
You good?
I'm doing fine, yeah.
RUNMODE Podcast.
RUNMODE Podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe before we start.
Yeah.
Before we run.
Do you want to say a prayer first? Do you have like prayers?
No prayer. No prayer.
Who knows?
Maybe when we started, we didn't explain to people that what are the aims or what are we intending to do about the podcast.
Yeah.
Who are we aiming at?
Yeah.
And is it educational or is it something that people have to listen to it?
Yeah.
And maybe we can say not for sensitive runners. Not for sensitive runners because there is a lot about what I'm going to say about this.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe explain a little bit so that people can understand that why are we doing this?
Yes, so the RUNMODE Podcast came about because there's a lot of misinformation when it comes to runners, especially endurance runners, long distance, 21, 42, and ultra runners, 42K distance and ultra runners.
Yes.
And the misinformation is about how to run, the actual activity of running, how to position when you're running, your posture, how to dress when you're running, and then also how to fuel yourself, nutrition, hydration, recovery aspects, and I think more importantly, how to improve your running without getting injured. So the performance factor of this. So personally, I've experienced a lot of talks. I've experienced a lot of people talking about running, and what normally happens is that people share information about something they've heard somewhere, something they've seen somewhere, or they've read, but maybe they didn't understand it properly. But then when they share it in a different way, in a different context, and people tend to take that information and apply it like the gospel truth. And I kept hearing people complain time after time about injuries, about not improving, about a lot of things. So that's where the idea came from. But the aim of it is to help people improve their running and to do it without getting injured, as injury-free as possible. That's pretty much what we're doing. And people we're targeting are endurance runners. So because in South Africa, endurance runners, basically you're talking about people who would run your 21K, your 42K, and your ultra marathon distances. People who do 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers every now and again, so-called fitness runners, people who go to gym, or people who just enjoy, the 5K park runs and that sort of thing. Those are also good, but a lot of stuff that we discuss is more geared towards the marathon runners. And because in South Africa, if you're a marathon runner, you're bound to be an ultra marathon runner. So it's targeted towards that audience of the running world.
Meaning we are talking about social runners here. Mostly it's social runners.
Because of how, it's social runners. Because of how the big build-up of the community.
Social runners, most of them, some of them are not having enough knowledge about running.
Yes.
Because most just get into running and they make mistakes.
Recreational runners.
They are recreational runners. So now, because people can't read, people don't have time to read. They don't have luxury of time to read, so they can listen.
Sometimes they're lazy.
You say they are lazy, not me. I'm saying.
I said that.
You said that, not me. Yeah.
It's not Madisha.
It's not me. It's not me this time. So this time is not me. So they are lazy to read, in your opinion. So what is happening here is we are doing this based on opinion. That's the first one. Secondly, based on research. And thirdly, based on experience.
Yes.
So in running, running is like it's not like life, whereby you can't look like your past experience or your past life. In running, you look like your past life. What you did before you came into running. If you didn't play sport and you run, you're gonna have some problems.
Yeah.
Because now you never had an experience of being physically abused by the road or by sport or by any other thing. Now, what happened during the week up to today? I got some calls. Now, during the running, I got some calls. I got some comments.
Who called you?
People.
Did the Minister of Sports call you?
No, Rachel McKenzie.
He's a social runner.
No, it's a social runner. That one is getting into.
Yeah, but it's a bit lazy.
Yeah. So people, that's why maybe we must have a disclaimer.
Yeah.
That whatever that we are saying here, we are not targeting anyone.
Our disclaimer is the 100K. That's our disclaimer. That's our disclaimer.
Here we must just let everyone know that whatever that we are talking about here is not aimed at anyone.
Yes.
But is aimed at opinion, research, and experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And some of us have got a lot of experience as far as sport is concerned. Because
you can put passion as a cherry on top there.
Yes. You can have passion there. So, but whatever that you say, you say based on those things.
Yes.
And you have got the right to say that because you have got that.
Who called you and what did they say, man?
There is a promo video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that promo video of slow runners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was shared among the running groups.
As we do share.
Yeah. Locally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was running at Mapungue, then I got some comments. But I was not aware that when they were saying that, no, you call us slow runners and whatever, that they were referring to that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So then when time went by, then someone called and said, you say we are slow runners.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that led to whereby now some are passing some comments that maybe people don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not referring to anyone. I'm referring to how things are. And I'm talking from my
experience,
from my level.
Yeah.
Now, if you can put two people, like we put Tete and we put myself.
Yes.
Slow running. For Tete, I'm a slow runner.
Yeah.
He has got a right to say I'm a slow runner.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. He finishes the marathon at like 2:18 or 2:10 or something. Yeah.
Yes, but for me, running 5 per kilo.
5 minutes per kilo. Please.
Yeah, 5 minutes per kilo.
Yeah.
Someone who's running 7 or 8 minutes per kilo, for me, he or she is a slow runner.
Yeah, but what does that make that?
No, it's not an insult.
What does that make the person for it? A very, very slow runner.
No, I was reading something, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
There is a guy called Predikal Kumar. He's a coach. Yeah, he's from KZN. I think he's a coach.
He's a marathon coach.
Yeah, he's a marathon coach. And that guy was saying when they train for their tempo run, it's 255 per kilo.
Tempo?
255. And you land in ICU if you try that. 255. 2 minutes, 55 seconds. That is a tempo run. 19 kilometers.
Yeah.
And when they do easy run on Sunday, 32, it's 5.
It's 5, yeah.
5 per kilo.
Yeah.
And 5 is fast for me.
5 is your marathon pace.
Yeah, it's my marathon pace.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to say these things that people must not be offended.
No.
If you are a slow runner, it's in my opinion as a 5 per kilo runner. To call you a slow runner as a 7 per kilo or 8 per kilo runner.
Yeah.
Because I can run 5 for a long time.
Did people throw rotten tomatoes at you?
Yes, they did. They think that I'm belittling them or whatever.
Offense is taken, man. It's not given.
Yeah, it's taken.
Yeah, it's taken.
It's taken, and they must know that by running 7 something, 8 something, for me they are slow runners.
Sure.
And the definition of a slow runner is the run, the pace that you do that is based on your level.
Yes.
Because now if you are a person who's not fit, then 7 will be your fast.
Yes.
Then 9 will be your slow running pace.
Your zone 2 pace or your recovery pace.
Yes.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why I said that we look like our past life because I've been in sport since I was born. I think when I started to see the world, I've been playing sport. That is only 6 months in my life where there was a groin injury. I started playing football. And from there, I played all sorts of sports. So my body does not reject anything that I do when I do.
Have you ever played golf? Those guys walk.
Golf?
Yeah.
Golf. Golf. Do you call it sport?
I mean, I guess you have to.
Yes, but because you walk. Because
there's some form of exercise.
It's therapeutic.
Hiking. Let's call it hiking.
Yeah, it's hiking.
Yeah, hiking.
Yeah. I think we are all in sports as a hobby.
Yeah.
And a hobby is something that you do in your leisure time. In order to get some pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah, but when you get into running and you subscribe to a marathon, then it becomes competitive.
Then it's a performance factor. Then it's no longer just a recreational activity.
Then there is a competition there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then we are going to outrun you and we'll call you a slow run.
And that should build you. That shouldn't beat you down. That should build you.
Some people have got soft hearts. Okay. They've got soft hearts.
You call it soft hearts?
Soft hearts.
It'll toughen up one day.
Yeah, they will toughen up. But what I'm trying to say now is, if you are a slow runner,
don't run the Comrades Marathon.
Be consistent. No, be consistent with your slow running.
Yes.
And master your slow running.
Yeah.
So that you can be able to complete Comrades Marathon, because most of the runners here who go to the marathons, their main aim is to run Comrades.
I guess we're speaking about this. Let me tell you what I think very quickly. I think if whatever level of runner you are, just try to find out why you're running and what you want to get out of it. If you just want to get fitness out of it, then it's fine to run at the same pace that you're running, because you're trying to build a fit, body engine, so to speak. Endurance is the base.
Yes.
You'll do endurance activities for the sole purpose of keeping fit. And I mean, if you do cycling 3 times, 4 times a week, you'll be as fit, I would imagine. All things considered, as if you do running 3 or 4 times a week, kayaking as well, swimming. Those are endurance sports. Rowing. Those are endurance sports. But if you get into it and then you decide and you choose that, you know what, I'm going to take this thing a bit more seriously, and I want to get some results and numbers out of my career as a runner, even as a social runner, then you can actually take it on. There are people who, I think he's the chairman of African Bank now, a guy called Thabo Gloti. Thabo Gloti has been a runner for a very long time. And I think one of his best times, I think he has a silver medal at Comrades Marathon. This guy is one of the busiest people that you would find in corporate. But he sets aside time to not only train, but train for performance. So the moment you accept what you want to get out of it and what kind of runner you are, I think it puts your mindset at ease. Because if you haven't accepted that you're a performance person, or you just want to do this for the vibe, so to speak, then something Madisha says is going to upset you, or is going to put you in your feelings. But if you've already accepted that, then you laugh at what Madisha says. Or if you have a different opinion to it, then you're going to walk up to him and say, hey man, why did you say that? Because then you want to understand more about what this guy is talking about.
Maybe it's a case of people knowing you, because there are some guys from outside. I met guys from Botswana. They wanted to see me because they saw the podcast somewhere. So that guy, we are communicating. Now he's coming for TAF. He's coming for TAFI to do 21
marathon.
TAFI marathon
on the 8th of March.
8th of March. He's coming to do the 21 kilometers.
Your favorite road marathon?
Yes, the toughest one that I ran once per year. It's very tough. So now those people, because they don't know me, they don't take things personal. And I think those people, the people who listen to the promos, the promo is there for you to go to the full video. So they don't listen to the full video.
It's a taste.
It's a taste. Now, when you go to the full video, then you'll get that there is a lot of education. So my context of slow running is because of the situation that we are in, that we find ourselves in. That because I can run 5 per kilo. For me, if you run 7 per kilo, you are a slow runner. And that won't change.
Yeah.
And it showed during the marathon.
Yeah.
It showed during the marathon, whereby now I ran the whole 42 as 5 something, 4 something, 5 something.
Yeah.
Then the people that I left with from the start, some I met them when I was coming back from the 15. Yeah. And now when I was finished, they came very late. Now it qualifies them to be slow runners.
Wait. This is the Mapungubwe marathon.
The Mapungubwe marathon.
42k distance.
42k distance. The other toughest.
Really?
Yeah, it's toughest. It's tough.
Jesus.
Mapungubwe is tough because I think the subscriptions there were a lot of 42s.
Yeah.
And they started to downgrade. And that is when I saw a flyer from the organizers that no more upgrades, no more downgrades.
Why were they downgrading? Did you get a chance to ask some of the people?
I think it's the fear. That road. Maybe they didn't see the road.
Did they not know the road before?
No, I checked the road that you move from the stadium, then you go to Grobler Street, then you go back and you go to the gravel and you come back. And when you come back from the gravel, it's not...
And then to Silicon and then...
it's not a festival that side. It's a present that side. Yeah, when you meet people going there and you are coming back, you feel pity for them.
Yeah.
That,
you feel pity for them?
I felt pity for them because I struggled there and my struggle was I was doing 5:30. Yeah, on those hills.
So you went and ran this marathon.
Yeah.
What you mentioned that you're going to run this marathon.
Sub 4.
And you said you want a sub 4.
I wanted a sub 4.
And you said a sub 4 could be a
330
or 340 or 350.
Yes, and what happened is there was some good news there.
Yeah. Tell us about the good news, man.
The good news for somebody, not for me.
Yeah, give us the good news. You throw disclaimers everywhere.
At 3 kilometers.
Yeah.
At 3 kilometers. Now, when from the start, I went out with the top runners. I was in front. I was just in front deliberately at the start.
You went with the top runners.
Yeah, because
I wanted a slow run.
No, I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk, and I was in front. So when that horn went off, then the first kilo, second kilo, third kilo is for something.
You guys were going upside.
Yeah, we were going up.
Yeah.
Then at something like 3, something kilos, I reduced my speed so that my partner can come so that we can just do the sub 4 because there was no pressure. Then I heard a voice of a lady. Then that saying, he said, "Hey, Madisha, I want to run with you." So then we went. Now that was a lady who got number 1.
But yes. But before you speak about the lady, but you've mentioned that you don't run with people during marathons.
Yes, that one because I wanted a sub 4 that has got no pressure. It was a training for me.
Also, it was not a performance marathon.
Yeah, it was a training. So that is why I waited for my partner.
But
I wanted to see, I would go. So because I wanted, I just left. But I knew that at something like 3 kilometers, I'll wait for him. So now when I reduced speed, then she came with the lady. Then that lady said, "No, I want to do a sub 4. Can you pace me?" I said, "No problem."
Madisha, the bus driver.
Yeah, no, I don't.
The Uber driver.
I don't drive those things.
No, Madisha, the Uber driver.
No, then we went on.
Yeah.
Back of my mind, I thought, no, I never saw a lady in front.
Yes, because the route is, the first half is a to and fro.
Yeah, it's to and fro.
And then the second half is also.
And I was in front, so in front there were these. The flying guys. The flying guys.
Because the vapor flag guys.
Yeah, because I went out with them.
Yeah, and the elite.
Yeah, now I was an elite for 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers. I was an elite
on flat. You became hilly on street. You were not an elite on the.
No, it was for something. Then if it was flat, I was gonna go for 10 kilometers with them, pound for pound.
So you were the time in car. The time car thinking.
Yeah. So then, when the lady came and my running partner, then we went together, and I thought, there was no lady in front. Then I said, you are the first lady. Then we went.
Yeah.
And we turned somewhere, I think it was 7 kilometers or 8.
Yes, 7.5 kilometers the first
time.
Then
we turned. And when we turned, when we were at something like 8 or 9, we met the second lady.
Just after the first U-turn.
Yeah, after the cycle, somewhere next to the church.
Yes. On next to Sarala View and
Flora Park. Yes. The corner of Divet and Said.
Yes, right up top. Yes,
yeah,
right up top.
At the top. Then I started to think about that. This lady is the first one.
This is now, you get excited with this stuff.
No, I didn't want to put pressure on her. But I knew that, and we went down Said.
Yes.
Then we went down Said and until we went to the stadium. When we were at the stadium turning to Silicon, there was a lady and she told her that you are the first lady. You are the first lady.
And she's paced by Madisha.
Yeah, and now that thing began to get into me.
Yeah.
So I told her that let's just go at this pace. That was 5 comma something, 4 comma something.
I mean, a 5:38, 5:39 gives you a solid sub 4. So if you're 5 something.
5:05, 4. Now it was flat now.
You guys are flat.
Yeah. So then we went. Then when we were at the 10 at the gravel, and I told her that if we turn and the lady is not here, the first hill from the gravel is going to kill her, and we must take advantage.
Yeah.
Then we do walk around.
If you're chasing, hills are painful.
Yeah, and we met the lady. Maybe she was 3 kilometers away from us, and she was with a certain guy. I won't mention the name. And I knew that guy will want to take that lady so that they can pass us. And I told my partner that no.
Why didn't you want to mention? Well, can you mention the name of the lady you're pacing?
Yeah, the name is Zahara.
Yeah, Zahara.
Yeah, Zahara. Yeah,
congratulations, Zahara. That was wonderful.
Yeah, she got number 1. Then we went.
Number 1. Yeah.
Number 1. Then we went by. Then at something like 35. At 35, there was a guy who was running with us from Lepalale.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. So I told the guy that no, there is no more hill here. If you want to see you can go.
The CC finish in
340. Because that guy was with us, but he was not talking to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was aware that
he was like a cyclist that latches onto them.
Yeah, when we were taking a walk and he would walk, when you run. And we were.
When you look at him, he faces Zahara.
Yeah, it was me and my running partner and Zahara.
Yeah.
And 4 guys. 4 guys. Yeah, we were something like 6. And now,
so this is
only one was left. It was a bus that
you're driving a minibus now.
You wouldn't recognize, but it was a bus because
there was no flags.
They were sponging on our experience. So now when we went by, sometimes we pushed, and when we pushed, I saw some fading, and now I know that now. Now that is when how you train will come back to haunt you. If we train, we do LSD for 30 something kilometers, always 35 maximum, 30. You see, so we don't have a problem of running from 1 to 30.
Yeah.
And now if you train and your LSD is 21.
At 20 kilometers, you're seeing ghosts.
Yeah. Now is when you wake up on Saturday, you say I'm going to do LSD. You do 21. 21 for us is a warm up.
Yeah. It is.
And at 35, that is when now we change gears, and now we take that experience, and we are tired, but we can push.
And you guys at 35 started pressing.
Yeah, at 35 then it was that last portion.
Yes.
Yeah, from the
quite
mine.
Flat. Yeah.
Yeah, from the mine. That was stressful for me because I can't run on a flat surface when I'm tired. So, but we pushed until we got into the stadium, and she was number 1.
Sure, that's lovely, man.
So that was a good story.
Zahara,
that was a good story about, and I'm not ready to pace anyone anymore.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
No, it's got pressure. It's got pressure. No, I felt what guys in front.
Food tastes better from a pressure cooker.
Yes. Now when we were going there, now we met number 1 and number 2 guys.
Yeah.
That was Pelly and GTI.
Yes.
GTI was in front. Pelly was number 2, and I could see that Pelly was going to pass. Because he was looking
GTI was suffering.
Yeah. Now they changed. Now Pelly was number 1. GTI was number 2. So I felt what they felt to be in front.
GTI, who's GTI?
Ramkhan.
Oh, his name is GTI.
They call him GTI. Maybe GTI or TSI.
Okay.
I don't know, the golf.
Something I.
Yeah, something I. So it's not good to be in front. It's not good to be a top run.
Yeah.
It's like if they can see me running very slow, they will know that I'm sick. But CDM, I'm going to do 21. I want to run slow.
Oh, this weekend you're doing 21?
I'm doing 21. I want to run slow. I want to feel what they feel. Maybe it's nice. Maybe we're killing ourselves with this space. No, maybe they feel nice. Maybe I'm in the bar singing. Yeah.
But when you finished?
Yeah, when I finished, then another thing happened.
Yeah.
Now, when I finished, then there was a person who was taking scores there, and he was saying to me, "Hey, come."
Yeah.
They want to write my name. I say, why?
Yeah.
You are number 2 for the age category.
Yeah. So you got second position.
I got second position.
Yeah. Congrats, man. Yeah.
And me going to the podium.
You must talk some more. You must talk.
Now me going to the podium.
Yeah.
And I was on the podium officially.
Yeah.
Not that I was on the podium when they were just erecting it.
You were being awarded something.
So I was being awarded for being number 2.
Fantastic. Congratulations, man. V-class.
No.
This guy. Podium, man.
No.
Rock and roll stuff.
Yeah, so now that's why I want to run slow on a Saturday. I don't want another podium.
Before we continue.
Yeah.
So, as Run Mode, because we appreciate you, whether or not you speak about slow runners or endurance runners or top runners, we got you a present.
You got my present?
Position. Yeah.
Present for me?
Yeah, I got a present, man. V-class
as long as you don't give me running shoes, I've got a lot.
No. It's not running shoes. This is for you, bro.
All right. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
It's a present.
Yeah, it's a present.
And I'm going to open it at home.
Why? No, open it now. Open it now. Please read the card and open it now.
No, what if it's a snake? Madisha MJ. Congrats on the podium position. Thank you for flying the Run Mode flag high.
Yeah.
From Mohotjie.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
man. I don't know what is inside.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Open. It's not running shoes.
All right. No, this one. Okay, let me change.
That's even better.
No, I'll wait to work tomorrow because when I'm at work, I put on cap so that the boys can know that I'm a runner.
Yeah.
Now, thank you very much.
I know a lot of people talk a lot of smack about you and your ways, but I've always known that if a person talks stuff that they know from, as I mentioned, from experience and knowledge, and research, but not only talk like that, because that's just a journalist, with all due respect. That's just a professor, a lecturer. But that same person puts it to action.
Yes.
He's a practitioner. He's not just, lecturing about it. He's not just speaking about it. He's actually doing it. And that's what I appreciate the most about you. Okay. So when you said position 2, I was like, damn it, we need to celebrate these small wins, man. Yes. It's a very big moment. But in the bigger scheme of things.
It was an accidental position 2.
You see,
accidental.
Now humility is coming in. And that's
it was accidental. No, if it was number 1, it was going to be massive.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad that I managed to pace one runner and she got number 1.
Yeah.
And now, I don't know if it was number 1 for the first time or the last time or second time or what, but it will stay with that Madisha and his partner, they ran with me, they encouraged me. It was tough at some point, whereby I saw that the way she trains, I know she does a lot of strength training.
Yeah.
So that road of silicone needs strong legs.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
Because my legs are still sore now. I went for a recovery run on Sunday. I did 6. It was not good. Yesterday,
6
kilometers.
Yeah.
Yesterday I went. It was 10. I was with other people. It was not nice. So today I'm resting.
Toddler numbers.
I'm resting. Then tomorrow I'm also going to rest. Yeah. And I'll do 10 on Thursday and rest on Friday.
I think one small thing. I think one day we'll have Zahara. Just informally, just ask her about her experience.
Yes.
And ask her what she thinks about how you roll because she is actually, her performance is a product of your assistance.
Yes.
You know, so it speaks
how
to
she felt.
Everything you
Yeah, exactly. I didn't interview her about how she felt. What happened on the road because it was tough. And now at some point I had to be the coach. And I had to tell her
at some point you coach the whole way.
Picking up a person that it can happen that we can run together all the way and now we let this person pass us.
No, you were the coach from the beginning because you set the pace by jumping out with the Springboks. With the killer, with GTI and then you waited until they caught up. And once they caught up, then you guys flew, maintaining the pace for the duty, the sub 4 result duty. But when you realized that you're actually in position 1, then the goalpost shifted a bit. But the goalpost didn't change to where it impacts your running. It just changed so that you maintain what you're running and not deter from it. That's what I think. And that's what a coach does.
And what I learned about that is consistency. That's why I'm saying if you are a slow runner, be consistent with your slow running and master it. And so that now it can work for you.
That's what you said you want to focus on this year. Consistency.
Consistency. Now, during the marathon, we were consistent running 5. That is when we're going down 450, when we're going up 510, 520, 530, that other side where there are some hills. But all in all, if you can check the Strava, it's next to 5. And we did that for 42 kilometers. And we ran 43 because they shifted the cone there.
You ran 43 kilometers.
Yeah, somebody shifted the cone.
So bonus points.
43. It said 43. So I think
if it was 42.
I think those who were doing those who were in need of the seedings. It was a problem for them.
If you got like a 341,
that extra kilometer, even for us, because we did 349. If you can minus something 5
minutes.
Because that other side were very, very tired. Now that other side, it means maybe if you can minus 6 from 349, it can be 343. So if it was not 43 minutes, maybe we would have got with a C.
This is true because it was extended at a point where at the toughest point.
At the toughest point.
Makes sense. Actually, it's a good case.
So it was going to be maybe a C. But
fantastic.
All in all, good.
Fantastic.
No problem.
You were running, Zahara was with you. I'm sure she's excited about it.
Very, very excited.
You were running with Zahara and a running partner.
Yeah, my running partner. I don't want to mention his name.
Of course.
If they want to see him, they must go to the photos. They will see him. We from the same club, 015.
015 running club. Same 015.
And Zahara is from Polokwane, so the 015 people made the Polokwane Athletic to win the race. But we were not aware of the colors of the jerseys. We were just aware of the person because she is one of the people in the group that I train with.
Yes.
So it was not about club running because here it's not soccer.
So, but let's talk
personal.
It's very personal. Let's talk about running partners, man.
Yes.
A lot of people have. It's always good to run with somebody else. Because as human beings, we are very social creatures. We're very we like interacting with people, connecting at an emotional level, intellectual level, and other ways. And that extends itself to the activity of running, and also not just running. I mean, just keeping fit and other leisure activities. How do you choose a running partner?
A running partner, firstly, you must run with a person who you have the matching fitness level. fitness level, you can't run with a person who is, let me say, a slow runner running with a fast runner. How are you going to run?
What if the slow runner has an aspiration to be? So if a sub 4 marathoner wants to be a sub 320 marathoner, shouldn't they run with the sub 320 guy when they do their easy days?
Scenario.
Yeah.
Can you train with Tete Jan?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you are going to bore you. You will be flying at 321 and you are at 530.
I'll be coughing my lungs out if I try that.
So you'll be trying to say, come on.
Yeah.
And 2 kilometers into the training, you are coughing. So you must run with a person who you have got at least more or less the same fitness level.
Same ability.
Fitness level, that is the first one. Because I, for one, I can't train with a person who is not at my same fitness level. No.
Yeah.
Because we are going to have unmatched objectives.
Yeah.
Because if we have to do tempo run, I'm doing my tempo run maybe at 450 and 510.
Yeah.
Their tempo run is at 630.
Yeah,
you call that? Yeah, it's not going to work. 630. That is what we used when we were doing the 100. We were running very slow. That is 630. So
I think slow is the most mentioned word in this podcast.
So slow running is not going to work.
Yeah,
it's not going to work there. So now you need to make sure that you are at the same fitness level.
Yeah.
And also you are compatible.
How do you
compatibility? Compatibility, like me and you, we are compatible. We both talk.
Yeah.
So we both talk. That is why we were able to talk from 100 kilometers.
No, for 91 kilometers. The last 9 kilometers, people
91.
were talking.
No, 91 we were just ghosts.
People were not talking.
We were no more talking. They were just giving direction. But compatibility.
Yeah, sure.
Compatibility, personality. Yes. Now you can't be running with a person who is not compatible with you, and now sometimes you want to run this way, and they don't want to. So you must not have a lot of differences.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of differences. Now sometimes you say something and now they discourage you. No, it must not be in that way. So that is one of the things that is going to make you to have a good running partner.
Yeah.
So you must be compatible. Also, the motivation and the schedules, how you run.
Yes.
You can't have a running partner who's staying 10 kilometers away from you.
Yeah.
Because now if it's like that.
That's the only reason I don't run with you guys, is because there's so much distance.
So much distance. So we can run once maybe.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
LSD weekends.
Yeah. So now the schedule, because here we are talking about running.
Yeah.
Now you have to maybe run maybe 3 times or 4 times a week together.
Yeah.
So that one will call a partner. It's not a group. A group you'll run once. So a partner, we're talking about a person who, when you wake up or when it's the evening, then you go and run together.
You know, it's one of the funniest things about when someone says, "Can I join you guys and run with you guys and become your running partner?" is that they expect you to then conform to their ways. You know, normally, this is what I say to people. When they say, "Can I run with you?" I don't have a problem with that. Sometimes, obviously, you choose, just like how you're saying, compatibility. I say to them, you must be at this BP or Shell garage at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now, at 6 o'clock, we're not stopping. You must be ready 10 to 6. You must be parked your car, your shoes must be okay, you must be stretched. Because 6 o'clock, 6:01, 6:02, we're passing by. A lot of people find that offensive. They're like, "But why don't you wait for me?" We're not stopping, my man. You know? So a lot of people struggle with understanding that. They want you to conform to their ways, because there's sort of 3 ways of looking at it. Some people are looking for a running coach. Some people are looking for a running mentor. some people are looking for a running partner, what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, a running partner, I think, is everything you described.
Yeah.
You know, similar in ability, a character is the same, stays in the same neighborhood. A running mentor doesn't even need to be a runner sometimes, or an active runner.
Yeah.
Because they can be running, but just always cycling, you know, next to you.
Next to you.
A running coach usually is the one who's actively running, although they may be running on their own schedule. So I think some people blur the lines.
Yeah.
Some people want a running coach, but they call it a running partner. Then they expect Mohotjie to coach them. And I'm like, but you know,
it's like,
are you going to jump on this train? Or?
Yeah. It's like me, I'm not a running coach. I'm a running advisor.
Running advisor?
Yes.
That's a new dimension altogether.
No, I can advise.
Yeah.
A coach will coach and expect you to do what he tells you or he tells you.
Yeah.
But advisor, you just recommend that now we can do this, we can do this, we can do what then. If you are not maybe in a position to follow, then you can talk back and say, no, we can't do this. But as a running coach come with everything and put his equipment here and say, today we are doing jumping jacks, or we are doing these things
4 times 100
of the rubber bands or whatever. You have to follow. So that is a running coach. So another thing is about when you're looking for a partner, safety. There is safety and commitment there. Safety is like, now it's winter.
We're gonna head towards winter.
Okay.
It's gonna be.
Is it winter?
Autumn. No, we're still in summer.
But things.
February,
but the darkness.
But it's getting darker.
It's getting darker. So you can't be running alone, because we are living in the real world, whereby you can be attacked for your watch and the running shoes, because runners wear good running, nice looking running shoes.
Because you talk a lot of stuff about people on a podcast. You'll be attacked. You'll be attacked.
I'm going to be attacked. I know I'll be attacked by the slow runners, and I will have run them. Unless they shoot me. Because I can't run away from the bullet. But now there is a safety issue where when you are two, you have to make sure that you choose the road and you are together all the time. That is where the fitness level comes. Because I can't be running with you and I'm 2 kilometers away from you and you are there at the back, or I'm at the back, you are very far from me. Then I'm being attacked there. So it must be when we do the tempo, we do it together. When we slow down together. When we drink water together. Fitness level then comes into play.
I struggle with that, man. I struggle to have a running partner, and I have a bit of running partner trauma. The last time I had a running partner was probably 6-7 years ago, 2018, 19, somewhere there. Because this dude was my running partner. We'd run together all the time, and we do a lot of hills, and we do the Westcliff stairs together. I was staying in Westcliff at the time, and this dude, we got chased by a dog. And
my biggest fear.
One of the biggest fears.
I don't want to have.
So we got chased by a dog, and I had never seen this guy run fast. Until the day he was flying. So I looked at the dog. I just continued running at the same pace because I quickly realized that, oh snap, this is that kind of chase. It'll chase you only if you run. He ran for like a good 3 or 4 minutes non-stop. I'm sure he covered more than
a
kilometer.
He had a fear.
He was flying.
Phobia for dogs. So it happens in people.
So after that, I asked him what was happening, and he said, dude, I've never been this scared. Dogs, I don't like dogs. I'm scared of dogs. So I was like, okay, cool. So we're no longer running in the residential areas. But it was never the same after that. So every time we're running, he was always looking around.
Not comfortable.
On the freeway, there's no dogs here. But he had trauma. So I had a problem of always having to say to him, no man, let's keep going, everything's gonna be okay. I was like, but I already have my weight, man. I don't want anyone else's load. I'm training here. You know, so because of that moment where I had to give someone therapy, what felt like I have to give someone therapy sometimes, felt like a lot of load. It felt like I'm a coach and I'm not being paid for it, and no one told me I'm a coach. I'll gladly give coaching services for free if I can, but only if I'm told, if I'm requested. But I didn't know, so because of that, I struggle with running partners, man.
Yeah.
Also the consistency.
For me, it's just I'm lucky to have a running partner.
Yeah.
But you don't know the future. But you don't know the future that now somebody can relocate, or you relocate, or something in your life changes, then you have to leave the place, or you change work and whatever.
Yeah.
So, but on my own I can run, because I told you that the more you grow, the more you become smart. But for me, I don't struggle to get friends.
You don't struggle to get friends.
I don't struggle to get
friends. Put you
friends.
inside a pool of slow runners. Let's see how many friends you have. Let's see how many friends you have.
No, I don't struggle to get friends. I don't struggle to get friends. No, that is not. That is something that maybe I was born with. People are just people get now. I'm easy to be talked. Maybe people find it easy to talk to me. Then they can ask me about things and I can talk.
They also find it easy to be offended by you. I mean, it comes from the same place. A sociable person, they will easily pick up offense.
No, I don't offend people. I just talk what is on top of my head, and it's how you take it. It's how you take it, yeah. So
the running partner thing.
Yeah.
I've gotten to run some of my best times. You know, after having trained alone, you know, following a program. I think it's only once where I enlisted the services of a coach. But halfway through the training plan, the coach was not consistent, so I had to change, and that program was obviously deactivated. But because of the social factor, I think it's a very important thing. You know, people who are like-minded, as you say, who have the same abilities, at some stage, if they're doing it right, at some stage, let's say it's 3 people, one of them is going to say, but guys, you know, I think we've got to do better. Maybe let's try this method. Maybe let's train for 8 weeks or 12 weeks instead of just running every 6 weeks. Maybe let's give these next few marathons a break. Or maybe let's set a goal to finish the Comrades Marathon at a certain time, and then they follow a plan. You know, I think that would be a better way to connect people. Because if we have common goals, it's very easy to keep pushing. But if your goal is to do, you know, Loskop with a Loskop Marathon at a certain time, and my goal is to do Comrades Marathon, but we're training together, one of us is going to get the short end of the stick.
Yeah, you must be, they say you must be in sync. Everything must be synchronized. Your runnings, your trainings must be synchronized. And maybe the last thing about that one of a running partner is commitment. You see, when you have got a running partner, you agree that we do this and this and this and this at this time. Sometimes you don't feel like you have to go.
What do you mean? Do what at what time? I don't understand.
You go to run. You say, on Monday we do this, on Tuesday we do this at this time. But when you wake up in the morning, when the alarm goes, it's 4:30. Your body tells you not to wake up.
The body's
you are very tired. But because you know that you have got a commitment with someone, then you push yourself out. And when you are out, then it becomes easy. But when you are alone, you can just say, no, I'm not going. Then that's it. Then you continue sleeping.
This is true.
So that kind of a thing helps. It makes you to be always on your toes.
We must design contracts. If someone says running partner, sign a contract, man. After you rich, I'm grabbing your running shoes. I'm gonna donate your running shoes or something. Man.
Okay.
Look, something else I want to talk about. You and I ran the 100 kilometer, a lot of hills, one big hill. You just spoke about running the Mapuguba Marathon, and there was a massive hill at this would be at 29 kilometers, somewhere there. When you U-turn. Not on the U-turn. You turn at the mine, then there is a hill. Then there is a hill.
Yes, of course. Then you go down, there is a hill. So where we say it's a spaza.
Yes.
That hill is the one that is a deciding factor. It's very It's gentle and it's long. It can be a kilometer.
But it's gradually increasing.
It's gradually increasing, and it's very much dangerous. That is where a lot of people will lose their tempo there. Then after that, then there are 2 hills again.
Yes.
Before you go down. When you come back, same thing. Then it's tough.
It is, but you see, you mentioned it now. That's where people lose their tempo.
Yeah.
But it's also where people begin getting injuries.
Yes.
And usually it's because of their posture,
how
their speed,
how they run.
You know, how their stride, how they're stepping and stuff like that. What did you notice about people running downhill versus running uphill?
Yes.
Because
because that one was a down and up.
Yeah.
It's about how I feel now. It's about how I feel.
How the muscles feel?
The quads.
Sure.
These ones are the quads. The quads are the ones who get the beating. Because when you're going up, when you are going up, they are the ones that are going to make you run.
You're basically doing lunges.
Yes, you're basically doing lunges. And when you are going down, they are the ones which are going to control the speed, the tempo.
Wait, when you're going up, they
make you run.
Impact.
Right. They give you the power.
Yeah.
If they are weak,
they stabilize.
You can't go up.
Yeah.
If they are weak. And when you are going down, they are the ones that are going to control your speed when you are going down.
Oh, so power going up and then control speed.
Control speed, stabilize when you are going down.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and so these muscles are the ones which are going to be more painful after the run. Even now, for myself, they are still painful.
So, what about the calves, the shin muscles, and the hamstring?
There is the hamstring. Yeah.
And your favorite, the ITB.
Hamstring, when you are going down, they are the one also those who they are going to stabilize.
The hamstring.
Yeah, sure. That is why they get injured. They get some injuries. And when you are going down also, there is the calves. The calves will try to stabilize you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also have on the knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, the knee and on the shins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are some muscles there on the shins which are they must stabilize the shins, and also the on the ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah, those bones that on the ankles, and they are going to be controlled by how you step. So when you're going down, when you're going down, you must not, like we said, you must not land on your heel. You must land on the palm of your foot. Yeah.
So you must land flat, so to speak.
Flat, yes, flat, and it must be aligned with the downhill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so you put in less pressure on your quad.
Yes.
Because physically you've tilted forward a bit.
Yeah. When you are going down, don't slouch. Don't tilt.
Don't tilt.
You must
remain upright.
Yeah, you must just remain upright and control your movements.
Remain upright, but step flat.
Yes.
Short strides, long strides.
And you must also try to bend your knees a little, so that
of course.
You don't just
contract.
Press. And now when you press with the stiff knees, then the whole weight.
Control. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole weight will come onto your
fall
knees.
anytime.
And now that is when this ITB will suffer, because when you strike, now the whole muscle tissues are going to be involved. It's not like when you are going up. When you are going up, these muscles are engaged, they work. But when you are going down, they are hit.
When you train for this kind of hills, I mean, every marathon has its own specific hills. You know, Soweto Marathon has the Vilagazi Street Hill at 27 kilometers. Two Oceans Marathon has a beautiful hill called Constantia Neck at about from 43 to about 47, 48 kilometers.
Yeah.
But one should train for those. How long must the stretch be? I think we touched on this the last time, but I want to tap back on it.
Yes, the stretch of the hill.
The length of the hill and sort of the gradient of it.
Yes. The stretch, and now let's talk about the gradient for starters.
Yeah.
it must be between 50 and 100.
The gradient?
Yeah, 50 and 100 meters.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking about 1,000 and something. Taffy is 1,000.
Yes. Sorry, I was thinking percentages. I got lost there for a second.
Sure. The meters.
Yes, the meters between the low
and
above sea level, and then the upside above sea level.
Yeah.
Right, got you.
So, just like that. So, it must be between 50 and 100.
Yeah.
That is the reasonable hill to train on.
Yeah.
And the length for a speed, it must be 100 to 200 meters. If now you want to train on a hill, and you want to do tempo on a hill, it must be between 100 for short sprints.
Yeah.
100 to 200
it's
meters.
Like hill repeats.
Yes, you go there 100 or 200, and then you come back. You go, and now that is, you have to maybe make sure that you mark the place so that you don't maybe sometimes overstep.
Yeah.
But now for endurance, you have to take something like 800 to 1 kilometer.
And that you run slower pace, or
that's going to run at an easy pace. Easy pace for fast runners is 5 per kilo.
Sure.
And for us slow runners 7. No, 7. For 7 is 9.
Yeah.
I was a slow runner.
Okay.
I was a slow runner at what that stretch? Polyshorts.
Yeah.
9.
So it's split on Strava.
9.
I'm going on 9.
No, I felt what they felt.
9 is like a walking pace. It's a healthy walking pace.
Yes, I was struggling because that one.
It's a power walk.
No, I was doing 5:30 from wherever, but there.
Yeah.
I was doing power walk. You know, when we were doing our 100 there. Our power walk was next to 9 and 10.
Yes.
So for them, for the slow runners, that will be 9. And now when they say they do the tempo, it will be 7. No problem. There is no problem about that. It's about your level. So it's when you are doing that, it must be. We are talking about hill repeats, not about just running.
Yeah.
We are talking about running from 1 meter up to maybe 1 kilometer up to 800. Then you come back. You do that so that you go there doing faster. Then when you come back, you just hold
slow.
it. Then you.
Yes. Yeah. That is the right way. That is the right way to do it. How does running downhill? Because running uphill, I think a lot of people just look at their bodies and just feel it out and start following how the body feels like. If they want to focus on certain muscles on the legs, then they'll run a certain way. But how does running downhill affect the core muscles?
The core muscles are very important.
Yeah.
The back and the abdominal muscles.
Yeah.
That is where now you must do exercises.
Yeah.
Lunges. You have to do jumping jacks.
Yeah.
You have to do squats.
Lunges, jumping jacks, squats. Yeah.
Squats. You have to do the Kegel exercises. Do you know them? Kegel.
Yeah, I've seen some people do that at the gym.
Yeah, I do them. Kegel exercises.
Of course you do. What don't you do?
No, Kegel exercises. They are exercising these muscles.
Yes, they are. Yes.
They call it what? Adductor muscles.
Adductor muscles.
Adductor
muscles is the ones on the groin.
Yeah, on the groin and on the hips.
Yeah.
Now, the one that we forgot to mention is when you are going down, the whole weight will land on your hips. So that is why it's important to
the
do
whole weight of the upper body.
Yeah, right. The upper body, the whole torso will land on your hips. So it's important to do the Kegel exercises. Kegel, Kegel. I can't demonstrate them yet because some people will think that I'm doing sex exercises.
Some people already think whatever they think about you. Doesn't matter.
No, I can think how they think.
Yeah, because you want to slow run.
No, this exercise is whereby now you lie on your back and you lift your hip.
And leg raise.
And now sometimes you are on your back.
Oh, you lift your hip, sorry, yes.
Yeah, your hip. And sometimes you are on your back, then you take your legs out. Yeah, that's like that. then you are the whole part of yourself here.
Yeah.
Then it becomes used to doing like this.
Yeah.
Now.
So there's more mobility as well.
Yeah. A lot of people who struggle to finish, when they finish, you can see that their waist is struggling. Their waist is somehow because they can't run.
It contributes.
Because when you run, your body is doing like this, and these muscles will get tired at some point. So that's how a person must focus on. When you have to run downhill. Comrades this year is downhill, ne? Now from
the
March,
overall, there's a lot of hills. It's going from a high point to a low point.
But Pine Town will come when you are finished.
Yes.
When you are finished, then it's Pine Town. That is when you will think that you can roll, maybe. You can roll to Moses Mabida or
what? From the top of Pine Town.
You roll.
Crest. He's not rolling.
Let's roll. and we'll be cut by the glasses.
I'm laughing because I had terrible thoughts.
Yes. The first time I ran there, I was surprised that there is a point where you must just let your body go. And you will sprint for 10 meters and stop. 10 meters and stop. And the cramps are there. So you have to make sure that now, from now on or after March, then you do strength exercises.
Definitely.
That is why I don't miss going to Taffy. I don't miss going to Lost Corp because they give me enough experience for the comrades. I don't
Taffy and Lost Corp, those are
I subscribed to Taffy today
really?
Because it's closing on the 16th online.
16th of February.
So I subscribe so that I don't miss my favorite. I'll only miss it when I'm dead.
Sure.
As compared to going to Cosmos.
That's Cosmos.
And I'm not ridiculing Cosmos.
But you're gonna say something about it.
No, it's because my body, we are not engineered the same. If I can run 42, then when I stop, then I stop. I don't run
stages.
A marathon, stop and run another race and run. When I stop, that is why when I go to run 10 kilometers at this 42 and what, after finishing 10 kilometers, I just stop.
It's finished.
I came for 10 kilometers. I can't run 10 kilometers and collect the medal. Then I say, let me do 20.
Do you sometimes never run in the morning and then come back and run in the evening?
In the morning and in the evening.
Because it's also running, twice a day.
Twice a day.
Yeah,
I think maybe when I have stress.
So it wouldn't be a training thing. What kind of stress would put you back on the road?
I don't know. I don't know, but
waking up at 4:30 and jumping out for 12.
I don't remember running in the morning and in the evening.
No,
I'll run in the evening when I miss running in the morning.
You know how it happens. How it happens is that in the peak of training, this is maybe in a 12-week program, weeks, say 7 to 10, 11. Sometimes what happens is that you have your interval run in the morning, but because the following day you have a tempo run, you go do an easy run or a recovery run in the afternoon. So you'll do your interval, you'll do your 5 times 1 kilometer or 5 times 1,000 in the morning, and you'll pace. You'll go out there, you'll burn it, high intensive stuff. And then in the afternoon, you'll go and do a run at a 6:37 pace for like 45 minutes or so. And then the following day, you're back on the tempo. You're doing a 1 hour 10 minutes, 1 hour 20 minutes tempo. And then that evening also, you'll take an even easier recovery run. And then you take a break, and then the day after that, it's a LSD. So out of the X amount of days you're training during the week, let's say it's 5, 2 of them, there's twice a day.
No, I get you, I hear you, I get you, and it will only be possible if I've got a reason to do that.
What would the reason be to do that?
Maybe I'm training somebody. But out of my own will, going out and running 2 times, maybe if now I have to do that because I need extra training for the comrades, then I'll design a program, not just getting out and just saying, no, I have time. But it needs to be a planned thing.
Yeah, it needs to be a planned
thing. That one can happen where I can run in the morning and I can run in the evening. Yeah. But it must be planned. What I'm talking about is about running 42 now, and after 2 hours I run 21.
Yes.
After 2 hours I run 10 kilometers. That is being a slave.
No,
it's being a slave. Comrades, you run all the way.
So we're Cosmos slaves.
You are slaves.
The guy who says, I'll miss this run only when I'm dead. Calls me a slave.
No, I'll miss Tuffy when I'm dead.
Yeah.
Only when I'm dead.
It makes you a Tuffy slave then.
Yes, I'm a Tuffy slave because I know what it does to me.
So the second Saturday of every March, we're all slaves.
Yes, we are slaves. I'm a slave of Tuffy and a slave of the
Cosmos.
3-in-1. Yeah.
73.3.
No, it's because maybe it's about mindset. My mindset and how I am is when I ran and I'm tired, I don't want to run again. Yeah. So I just want to rest. I'm okay. I can't run twice. But maybe I'll try it, and when things can change, and I'll try.
Maybe. But I hear the point. It's just like how I would love to run Tuffy, but it always coincides with Cosmos. So until I get like a sizable number of Cosmos medals, then Tuffy is not in the question for me. You know, just like Omdi Dam. Omdi Dam is right next to
Loskop.
Is right next to Loskop is the one that jumps around. It's just it's next to Tuffy and Cosmos because this year it's on the 15th of March. And I read a thing about a note about the road being changed. So it's no longer around the dam specifically. They're just going to change the route.
Okay.
But anyway, so you wouldn't
go to that. Now maybe I'll go.
Yeah.
It's not that everything about life is not cast in a stone.
Yes, true.
So one day I'll go. It's like Kapse and Soweto. I prefer Soweto.
Yes,
because Soweto's got vibe, and I like running in people. Not at the race where now I won't get that vibe of Soweto. So one day I'll go to Kapse and just see it. But it's not my favorite. I run Soweto. Tuffy is because when I come back being strong mentally and physically. Got hurt. And now that hurt. Yes, mentally now. Tuffy at 12 kilometers. I normally sometimes run next to number one of the ladies because at Tuffy, ladies don't pass each other. When it's number one. Yes, I once went with a lady who got number one for each category.
So you'd never do Cosmos?
Yes, once. I'll do it once.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it once in order to taste it. But isn't that you have to do 42?
Yeah.
Then you have to do 21.
At 1 p.m., 42 at 6 a.m., and then 21 kilometers at 1 p.m., and then at 5 p.m., you do 10
The last time I ran a race starting at 1 p.m. was the first score. It was
the first half marathon.
The first 3 kilometers I was sweating. That is not what I like. It's not what I like. I don't want to suffer doing a hobby. When you run the first one, they give you the medal.
They give you the medal. Yes.
Now if I can just bail out and after 42 I'm done.
You get the medal for the 42. So it's like a 3-piece medal. It all comes together. So they give you one at 42. Once you complete the 21, you get a medal. Once you complete the 10, you get the medal. And the one for doing 73.3 kilometers.
So you are dying for the medals for doing that 3.
I'm dying for the experience.
For the experience.
The experience comes with medals. Medals don't really matter. They don't really matter.
Okay.
They're just bragging rights.
Okay, I'm afraid that if I can go there, I'll do 42 and just bail out.
The people because do 42s only.
But
listen, we're talking about running throughout the day. And we're talking about running partners earlier on and in schedules. You run a lot in the morning.
Yes.
now with my schedule, I run whatever time I get. I'm probably going to do a run when I get home today.
Yes.
I owe myself today an hour-long easy run. Yesterday I did a 17-kilometer run. And so today I need to do like a young recovery. Which time of the day do you find more impactful? Do you base, and then I'll say this question right now. Is it based on your schedule, like work schedule, or is it based on preference?
Your lifestyle will determine when you run.
Yeah.
But there are facts about running in the morning or running in the evening. When you are running in the morning, you still have your head.
This is running after having woken up in the morning.
Yes.
Not like people who work night shift.
It's in the morning. No.
Not like people who work night shift.
Night shift. You were not sleeping. So
yeah. So that's why
you are not waking up.
Talking about the people who just woke up.
Yes, that's why we say lifestyle will determine when you run. But when you run in the morning, you still have a clear head.
Yeah.
And your body is still at its peak.
Yeah.
It's still at its peak where now you can be able to run without any disturbances physically. Your metabolism is still okay.
Yeah.
There are no interferences. What is important when you run in the morning is not to forget to hydrate and eat, because you have been fasting.
Yes.
That is
you've been fast asleep.
Yeah, you've been fast asleep and your body was using all the energy. You were not eating.
Yeah.
So
you're
scientifically,
not consuming any energy.
Yeah, scientifically they say that the energy that you have, the glycogen stores that you have, will last you up to 30 kilometers.
Yeah.
From 30 kilometers, then the body will start to
eat itself.
That is cannibalism.
In other words, you will start losing weight.
You will start losing weight, yeah. So
if you don't lose weight, you get around 30 minimum.
Yeah. So now that's why it's important to have a banana maybe in the morning, something, so that now the body can start to use that energy before it can use its reserves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, and also in the morning, you can plan your day. That I can run in the morning, and you can do whatever if you want to do it over extended times. There is no pressure of saying that let me knock off from work and go and run, because some people are waiting for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can plan very well. So that is the advantage of running in the morning. Only if you have got the luxury of time. But if you don't have time, you will be forced to run in the evening. When you run in the evening, one advantage is, let me start with the disadvantage. What you eat during the day. When I decide to run in the evening, I check what I eat.
Chili stew during the day is not going to work.
Yes, acha and this starch. Maybe you are this person who likes to eat.
Just go to acha.
Acha is full of spices.
Yeah.
Let's say you are a person who likes to eat pap, porridge, pap and flakes.
Yeah.
It will definitely disturb you. Because it's not digested easily. When I go to run in the evening, during the day I eat bread and fruits. Then I can run, it's easy. So that is a challenge to a person who likes food. And in the evening, advantage is you can meet people. You see, you people who go to gym.
Yeah.
Who gym in the house. You go a lot during the evening. When you go to the gym, there are more cars than in the morning. Yeah. Because they've knocked off from work.
Yeah.
So it's easy to run with other people if you run in the evening. But in the morning, it's not easy, because that is why you need a running partner.
Rushing to.
Yeah, because everyone is rushing to work. Is taking kids to school or whatever. So in the evening, it's easy to plan. You can meet people. You can. It's good for social. Some will run and have a beer and whatever. Yeah. So it's nice for other people.
I prefer running in the morning. I always in the evening. The only time in the evening that actually works is if you find like a 11 p.m. If you find a safe place to run.
Yeah.
At 12 p.m. 12 midnight.
Yeah.
Then it's actually sufficient. It's so beautiful. But 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I would have to be in a group. To be consistent, I would have to be in a group. And I'll tell you why. It's partly because of what you just mentioned. After sleeping, your body is at its best to take on strain. Just after waking up, it's at its best, it's at its most readiness to take on any form of pain or strain or anything that comes to it.
All the marathons around the world are done in the morning. It's only for score and
yeah, some marathons.
It's only for score and what?
Some marathons start in the evening.
No, that one.
Which one?
It's only for score and that marathon of yours. That is
Cosmos.
That will run during the day. But 80% or 90% of all the marathons are in the morning.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
The Abbott marathons are all run in the morning.
Yes.
So that is the kind
because they want peak performance.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It makes sense. But like I said, man, the only reason why I would run in the afternoon is because a group run makes sense because if you say that, guys, let's knock off, and the same reason why it works for the weekend socially, because you have time, so you can plan around it. Because in the morning, as you mentioned, everybody's rushing towards their whatever it is they do for the day.
Yes.
But you don't like heat runs, so running during the day is completely
heat run. I don't like it. Yeah. Why should I run in the heat run? Because during the marathon, sometimes it will be hot, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's rainy. So heat run is unnecessary because you just have to train hard. And I prefer where I can get a hill with gravel. Maybe run there, because when we're doing the 100 kilometers, I think 30% I was running on the ground, not on the tar road. Because it's massaging and it's
softer.
there is no impact like that one. So
like the one on the asphalt.
I would prefer somebody taking me to run on mountains, on gravel,
trail running.
Than running in the sun.
I was bringing
the sun will just come.
I was bringing up heat run because I wanted to ask you, how does the body respond physiologically to running in the morning versus the evening? Yes, in the evening, you shall have the digestion cycle is not complete, so you might have to run slower. Like right now, if I have a bowl of rice and beans, then for the next 3 hours, I can't really, if I want to do an active, intense exercise, I'm going to have to reduce the effort there, because I wouldn't be as agile, as fast as I'm supposed to be for that particular training. So how does the body respond, in the AM versus in the PM?
Normally the body will produce heat when you run. It will produce heat even if it's cold. It depends on the level of the running that you do. So it will just automatically have heat. So when you take yourself and put yourself in the heat and you start to produce heat, you are putting more strain in your body. Have you ever seen the guys playing soccer? They say there is a cooling time, 15 minutes cooling time. It means it's dangerous to run in the heat. So those people are running football and some are standing, but they are getting.
But they have to take a break.
But they would have to take a break and go and drink water.
And then
so what about you start to run in the sun? So you are just putting yourself in the heat, in the microwave.
You are strengthening yourself.
No, just start in the morning and run until when there is the sun, and now it will just come gradually.
Also warm up.
Maybe you start at 7 or you start at 6. Like we start the marathons at 6. It's 7, 8. By 9 we are finished now. If you're a slow runner, you finish at 12. You'll be No, also all slow runners must come here so that we can have a meeting. We can have a meeting and they're telling me why they are running slow. Why?
No one has that answer. No one has that answer.
No one will have an answer.
The only time you learn things from slow runners is when they change to becoming a fast runner.
The fast runner.
You can't learn from the slow runners to the slow runner.
Maybe the organizers must make a lion, a cartoon, a lion and they release the lion for the slow runners to run fast. They will see that they can run fast.
They actually can.
Yeah.
If they don't have any physical deformities, they actually can run fast.
Yeah, but on a serious note, I picture now. I don't know. Maybe one day it will happen to me.
Yeah.
And when it happens to me, like it once nearly happened to me when I got an injury.
Yeah.
I nearly became a slow runner. But to run the Comrades Marathon for the whole day, I felt it when we were doing the 100 kilometers. How it is to run for the whole day. It's painful.
It's very painful.
So, but there was no cutoff there. But what if there is a cutoff?
Yeah.
And I don't want to see the cutoff. I don't want to see those guys standing and being ready to close. So that means people must work to improve their speed. Yeah, because running slow and you are a comrade runner is suicidal.
One day I'll tell you about the first time I actually finished the Comrades Marathon.
Yeah.
Because I was a slow runner, but I decidedly chose to, because I had like trauma of Comrades Marathon.
Yeah.
But because we're keeping it going, the last topic that we're discussing is our revolving topic.
Yeah.
The long run. The long run is my favorite run, by the way. It is, the speed runs are beautiful, the hill runs, all the gyms, that stuff is beautiful. But the long run, especially if you're in a program and you wake up feeling however way you're feeling, doesn't really matter. Feelings don't really matter. But you put on your shoes and you lace up and you get out the door, you start running. Say it's a 30-kilometer run or a 3-hour run or a 3.5-hour run, 35, 37. Somewhere after 2 hours, everything changes. The mindset changes, especially if you're fueling right for the moment and for the body and for the course.
Yeah.
If you're hydrating right, if you structured your run properly, and if you're running fast how you're supposed to be and running slow when you're supposed to be, it becomes a beautiful experience. Last week when we spoke about it, we didn't speak about how to actually run a long run. A tempo run, you get out the gate an hour 10, hour 20, possibly even running at the same pace, similar pace.
You're back.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And a progressive run, you start off slower, and then after halfway you start increasing and finishing off. That's how you run that one. In your experience, how should you run a long run?
Now, everything, like I said,
it
depends on the level of your fitness.
Yeah.
Where I train, with the guys I train for the long runs.
Yeah.
We don't do a long run that is below 25.
Right. So long run starts at 25.
For us. But for others, long runs start at 15 maybe.
18.
Yeah, 18, 19 there. Like that one I read about for the Kumalo guy, he said now the short run for them was 19. For the long run, and that 19 they do it at tempo. For the long run, they do 32.
Right.
Now, here is a lesson that we must know. I think the slow runners are listening.
They are always listening.
They are, 32 kilometers, because I'm talking about a coach who is saying 32 kilometers.
Yeah.
And we're saying we don't have to do LSD of a long run of below 25.
Yeah.
It's because of what we said earlier, that the body will have energy up to 30 kilometers.
Yes.
So you need to make sure that when you do the long run, you do up to 30 kilometers.
Right.
That is when the body starts to be tired. When I run personally,
that's when training starts.
Yeah.
The actual gains.
Yes.
Training.
When I do long runs now, when I'm in the marathon, at 25, between 25 and 30, or between 22 and 30, that is where I'm at my peak. That is where I cruise. I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
But when it's 30, then the body starts to tell me something.
Raising its hands.
But in order to avoid that, I'll make sure that I eat some things.
Yeah.
At 18.
Plan will be okay.
Yeah, from 15 I eat. those bananas or the chocolates or whatever. So that when that 30 comes and when I push, when I feel the pain or when I feel tired, I can push. That is when my mind will push, not myself.
Yeah.
So because others when they get tired, they just give up.
Very quickly.
Yes, because they feel the pain. Now you must learn how to run through the pain. At some point there will be a pain. That pain you must run through it. It will disappear. So 30, the long run must be 30.
Yeah.
If you go out during the weekend and you say you do the long run, you go and do 21. It's the same as sleeping.
Same as sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping. 21. 21 is we did that for 1 hour 40 minutes. Our last run. I think it was 1 hour 40 minutes or 1 hour 42 minutes. So do you call that?
You don't respect.
At least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they must. I think
at least 2 hours. Yeah.
It must be measured more with time.
Maybe
rather
time.
Distance.
Yeah. Sometimes you go out and run time. Sometimes you go out and run distance.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I can go out being alone and say I'm going to run 4 hours.
Yeah.
Or I run 42.
Yeah.
Whichever comes first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I have these two. So in most cases, 42 will come first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
before 4 hours.
But how much on the 42?
Yeah.
On the 42 versus 42/4 hours. There's going to be some times either in the beginning, the middle, or the last where you run quite hard. Hard meaning there's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
You know, you're giving it a lot of pace. And then running easy, where you taking it easy. Obviously, naturally speaking, you must start slower. Build up, and then start cracking.
After 10 kilometers, then.
So if you're breaking,
it's going to be easy.
Let's say a 40 kilometer run, a long run.
Yeah.
Where do you start pacing up, and how gradually do you increase that pace?
From 1 up to 10. From 1 up to 10, I will be just adjusting. From 10. That 10 I can do it maybe in 1 hour. 10 kilometers, 10. Because I will be alone.
6 minute pace.
But from there, then I will start to pace.
So it starts gradually going lower and lower.
Gradually. Then the last part, maybe I will be losing some pace, but it will be, in the middle, it will be where now you have to go.
So from 20 to 30 will be where you
20 to 30 is nice. It's nice. You don't get tired there. If you can get tired during a marathon between 20 and 30, your marathon is gone.
You need more.
It's gone because you will arrive at 30 very late. So 30 is a decider because you are left with 12. Then that 12 you must fit it into the last hour of the race.
Yeah, if you're running with some 3:30.
Yes.
Yeah. But some people are still at, maybe 28, 25 at 3.5 hours. 2.5 hours, sorry. They're still there. But the reason I mention this is because I got to agree that long runs are for building endurance.
Yes.
You jump into the long run and you build in the base.
Yeah.
When you're gearing towards the marathon, you can't be running the long run the same way as you run the long run when you started training for this marathon.
Yes.
Because towards the end, now you're doing like a simulation.
Yes.
You're trying to mirror how the marathon is going to look like, especially if you're running on the same route.
But not close to the marathon.
No, I'm talking maybe 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
From 6 weeks to 2 weeks out, something like that. Those 4 weeks.
Yes, you must try to mirror that pace of the marathon. Maybe doing a 30.
You do the 30. Where do you start locking in? Say you want to throw a marathon pace of 4:44, 4:40. I think that's a 30-20 mile.
The mistakes that we do when you go to train for a long run, we just start running and pressing the watch. You must run 2 kilometers. It's a warm up. You run 2 kilometers. Then when your body is warm, then you start. You press the watch. Then you go at the pace that you want.
Some people record the warm up as well.
but then you must stop and you restart.
And then you restart, and then
you start, and then you start to run that pace that you want.
Yeah.
Yes, that is how you will simulate the marathon.
Yes.
But if you can just start the watch, the first kilo is 7 per kilo, second 6 per kilo, then 5, then it's not right. So it means warm up is important.
But now you're saying after the warm up, now you start running hard, like from the jump.
Not hard. You just pace yourself and be consistent.
Okay.
Yeah. The pace that you want. You can't just run hard during a marathon. You will just start maybe 5, then you just pick up 450, then 430. It will depend on the slope.
Okay. Okay, cool. I think we can end up there.
Yeah.
Sure. Wonderful. I love to.
And the last thing, last thing that is very important, for someone not to throw tantrums after the race.
How? There will be penguin walking. How do you throw tantrums?
No. After the race, we stay somewhere, maybe under the gazebos. We talk and do whatever. So, in order to be safe, so that you had a good marathon, you had a good time.
Yeah.
Train hard.
Yeah, train hard.
What they see other people doing at the marathon, being at number 1 from start to finish.
Yeah.
Is the training that it did. It doesn't come by accident.
No, it doesn't.
Those people who are always front, they train.
Nothing comes by accident.
You just have to look at the 21 kilometers runners when you are doing 42 and you are going there and they go and come back and you see their pace.
Yeah.
They fly.
They are flying.
And they fly during the training also.
High heels.
Yeah, they didn't just wake up in the morning and come to fly. They're not baits.
The easy run is 4:30. Easy pace is 4:30.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people must train. Now, if you want to be okay, you must train.
Yeah.
Yes. That is the bottom line. Running is a hobby, but when you decide to subscribe and join the marathon, it's no more a hobby.
Yeah, it's a second job.
Now it becomes competitive.
The second
because now there will be someone who's going to outrun you.
Yeah.
And now you are natural being will say, now this person cannot outrun me. Let me just that is where the problem comes. So people must just train.
Yeah.
And training is you sacrifice a lot of things.
A hell of a lot.
Yeah, and you eat well.
You train well.
You eat well so that now you don't have to carry a bag here and you run with a bag. No.
Hey, let's shut it down. Thanks for watching the podcast. Good luck to all the slow runners. There's a lot of marathons coming up. Your next marathon is the CDM. Yes.
Yeah, CDM. Shout out to the slow runners.
The CDM.
Yeah, slow runners. I'll be with you doing 21. I want to feel how you feel. What you feel?
Yeah, we're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel it.